Hi and welcome to another RC Pilot Pete Watson video. I'd like to share with you today my new arrival to the helicopter fleet, and this is a 470 size helicopter from Flywing, and it's the GPS controlled MH60 Jayhawk. This has the new flight controller in it that's gives a lot more control than the H1 controller that I've previously had. Excuse me, I need to look down just so I'm making sure I get all the terminology correctly, because it's got the new flight controller in, which is the HACE controller. And this allows you to control and coordinate turns in bank angles, fly a little bit quicker on 3 settings from beginner to sport, and it's also got an ATT mode, which was primarily in the old H1 type controller. It was that just cut out all control and you flew it like a normal helicopter. However, on this one the ATT leaves a self-leveling mode in the helicopter, so not quite as freely open, but I've got the Goose Guy Black Hawk, which is really nice, and it's got this ATT mode, and I like that one, but that's a 200 size and this is the 470 size, so that's why I decided to go with this one. Okay, so as you can see, we've got 2 boxes. That's the outer box, which is very nice, thick, and for sure offering a lot of protection to the actual box. So I'll just put that on one side, and here we have the box and the Flywing box. It had been checked by the supplier. This one came from Midland Helicopters in the UK, so they've obviously had it open to check it, which is nice because it's not all taped up and everything, so nice that they've checked it. I did have a look just in the top last night to have a look through them in operation manual, so that's also why, but I never went past the next part, which is a foam topping. And this foam topping, which I'll show you in a second, is just covering the whole inner foam protection area. Okay, so now this is the box close up. As I say, it had this thin foam over the top, but as you can see, this is as much as I'm going to do for the unboxing, because it's very well and truly protected and packed. The only visible part of the helicopter is the tail here for the motor and the head, but it's still well protected in that area, and especially with the top over. So that's as much as I'm going to do for that, so bear with me a minute and I'll take all the components out and we'll do a part review. Okay, so let's run through the part count. As you can see, there's not much of it. There's the helicopter as the main component. I'll go through the quality in a little bit, but that's as it is and only requires the blades installing. You've got a set of blades that are packed and protected. You have a LiPo battery, which is a 4 cell 5000 milliamp. You have the transmitter. It's, let's say, a medium range transmitter, but I can get on with these transmitters. But again, we can go through that in a different video, in a video setup on the model. You have a bind plug. It is bound, so you don't have to bind it, but that's in case you lose the bind. There is the Flywing battery charger. I use these primarily out in the field if I can. It would be nice Flywing if we had this that ran off 12 volts. Unfortunately it's 220, so I have to use a generator, but if you could run this off 12 volts, perfect solution for charging LiPos at the field. There's a little manual of how to use this, and there's a plug, because I got the UK version, it's got the UK plug on, so the typical 3-pin plug. We have a nice set of Allen keys in a little unit. This is good. I've got a number of these now, and I do like. I've got one in my workshop, one in my bag for the field, so this I'll probably give away to somebody in the club. And you've got a USB, so your main USB to USB-C for programming the heli. But again, this is all ready to fly, being flown at the factory, so there's only one step that you need to do, which I'll go through in arming the heli. And last but not least is the manual, which I have to say is very comprehensive, very clear. I had one question that I asked Flywing this morning by email, and that was just for them to confirm whether I should or should not do a calibration on the compass. I had a reply within 5 minutes, bearing in mind today's Sunday. Even in China it's 6 hours in front, so at 2 o'clock their time on a Sunday afternoon I received a response from them telling me that it doesn't have to be calibrated, but there's a calibration check that you have to do, which I'll show you in the arming video. But very comprehensive, very clear, and as always, really good support from Flywing. 24 hours a day they will reply. Okay, so as an unboxing part and a quick component check, it's about all I'm going to do. I would just like to come and get the camera in a minute and get a bit closer to the helicopter itself, because it's stunning. The paint job on it is brilliant. Some lovely rivet outline. This has LEDs on it. This the new Flywing helis, and they are actual navigation LEDs when you're flying. It also goes in when you're changing from one mode to another. It does flash for a period of time respective to the flight mode you've gone in. But very nice, very well finished. Decals on. I've literally just taken it out of the box, so what you see is what you get. And I love this matte finish on the paintwork. It's just absolutely stunning. So great job, Flywing. Okay, just to finish off the video then now is just a few close-ups of the heli. Quite nicely finished. I love the matte finish. On the holder decals they're added true and straight, which is not always the case with some models, but Flywing tend to get it right. You might just see the all the panel lines and rivets, and it is a truly stunning job. The moulding is excellent. The blade are attached on the new system, which I'll show on another video, pre-flight video. But they're attached into here on the Flywing's new system, where they literally push and twist and are spring loaded or held in place through spring loading. Canopy takes off easy. Pull the latch forwards and then just pull the canopy out. Sorry, it's not the easiest there because I'm holding the camera and at the same time, but as you can see, plenty of room for a battery, right up to 4,600 you may squeeze in. The 4,500 that came with it sits just in that part there up to here. May just get a one in if it's a little bit wider, but plenty of room there anyway. Again, you can see how lovely and sharp all the edges are on the paintwork. Blades alike as well. These are scale blades with the pointy tip out and a trim tab, or turbulator tab, sorry, not trim tab, that the full size would have. And you can see the twist mechanism here on the prop when it goes in. Okay, looking forward to flying this one, and we'll see you in the next video.